Okay, in this video we're going to be talking about immediate monetization of your subscriber list. Now, we've already talked about the fact that you're going to want to have an autoresponder where you have people opting in to get something very special and immediate, and beneficial and important to them in order to get their names and email addresses so that you can email them later. Now, one of the secrets of being able to work with the subscriber list is that you can do what some bloggers are able to do when you have established trust, and that is to monetize the list immediately. So the first contact, if you will literally send your new subscribers to an offer. Now, when you do this, it's good to do this on the thank you page because your subscribers are still new and they're getting used to the way that you are going to do things. Of course, you can either send them to an affiliate offer or you can send them to an offer that you have created yourself, or a product, information product that you've created yourself. And I'll show you what that looks like with probably one of the larger bloggers that you may have seen, and I'm going to show you their website here. If you go to buzzblogger.com, the blogger's name is Kim Roach. And Kim Roach, for the most part, right away gives you the opportunity to get her email updates. Now, this autoresponder, or this capture page, is literally an autoresponder. That's all it is. A little bit of code, and we'll actually show you this in a later video, in a bonus video. But she is collecting names and email addresses, and so what you'll do here is you will enter your name and email address. And what's going to happen is you're going to be sent an email that will allow you to confirm that you want the information. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what you'll actually see when you confirm the email. You'll be brought to a thank you page that looks something like this. So when you set up your autoresponder, you'll have the opportunity to set up your own thank you page. And you want to set up your thank you page so that you can monetize your list immediately. Now, in order to monetize your list immediately, you'll give them the free report, as you see Kim Roach doing here, but you will also be able to give them access to an offer. Remember, we talked about the fact that it should be immediate and of great benefit to them. So she says here's her #1 tool for creating killer squeeze pages. Now, if you're not working in the make money online niche, and you are doing something in a niche like weight loss or dog training, you'll want to cover something, or you want to send them to an offer that is of great importance now to them. So it really should be something that's fairly new and something that's going to teach them something important. So what happens when you click this link on her thank you page? You'll notice that this now sends you to an affiliate offer. Now, this is not her product. This is a well-known product in the make money online niche, and if you were to buy this product, she would get credit for the sale. Now, but I want you to do is to think about that in your niche. What would it be like for you to send your subscribers, your brand new subscribers, to an immediate offer? Some are going to be ready to buy right away. Some are going to be ready to buy based on the immediacy on that thank you page. Now, in other cases, you may not want to do that because you're trying to establish trust, and you may not want to do an immediate offer. You may want to wait until you've sent a couple of messages before you send an offer to your email subscriber list. But to monetize immediately is a strategy that you can use on the thank you page, because you'll never have them You'll never have subscribers as more willing to listen to your advice than when you first have them opt into your page. So as you think about this, think about some of the offers. Maybe you want to find a ClickBank offer. Maybe you want to find something that will really work for you. But you can literally find a great offer that will allow you then to monetize your list right away. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Hello, welcome back to Monetizing Your Blog. In this video, we are going to talk about pre-selling. And pre-selling is the act of getting your buyer or getting your prospect or getting your site visitor ready for your offer, whatever it is. Now remember, in some cases, the offer is going to be for them to come to the page and for them to see either the link or the banner and decide to opt in. In other cases, the offer is going to be for them to make a purchase, and in other cases, the offer is going to be for them to seek other information, very similar to the first. Now, pre-selling is, again, making sure that the customer is ready to see the offer. What you don't want to do, and you'll see it that I have it there as the fourth thing on the page. You don't want to send your visitors straight to the offer. When they come from the web or they come from the internet or from the search engine, they're still cold. You need to warm them up to the offer. You need to bring them to the point where they have some emotion and that they're ready to buy. If you just show them the offer or you just allow them to see the banner, it tends not to make them want to right away make the commitment, whatever it is, whether the commitment is to buy, whether the commitment is to opt in or to seek information. So in the case of pre-selling, what you're doing is you are going to, and if you're using WordPress, this is going to be easy, you're going to use a blog post that you are going to write about the actual thing that you want people to do or that you want people to become accustomed to and opt into or to purchase. You're going to do a blog post on the actual item, but instead of doing a report where you're detached and you're going to do something kind of like a newspaper reporter and you're trying to remain objective, that's not what you're doing with a blog post. What you're doing with a blog post is writing your personal opinion and your personal experience with what you're reviewing. One of the best things that you can do is to be involved in a niche or in a market that you are personally involved in, because then when you start to talk about and you start to pre-sell the products, you'll be pre-selling from a position of knowledge and you'll already know what the hot buttons are in a particular product. And that doesn't mean that you have to know all the products or you have to know about the market even. What you do need to know is that you'll have an advantage if you are already involved in the market and you are passionate about it and you're knowledgeable about it. So your blog post is going to be a knowledgeable, personal opinion about the item that you're writing on, so that people who read your post will not view it as content. I have that as the second item there. You want to give them content. You want to give them something entertaining, informative, educational even, so that they're not looking at what you've written as selling them. But really you are. Really what you're doing is warming them up to the offer. You are affecting the customer and making them more receptive, again, by talking about the product from an inside or intimate perspective. Now, in some cases, it's going to make sense for you even to mention some of the negative aspects of a product and maybe what you don't like. And what you'll do is that you will be covering the objections of people while you actually write that post or while they read it. What they're doing is they are qualifying themselves by reading your objections and your answers to the objections when you write the actual pre-sale post. Now again, the pre-sale post should be written as a personal opinion that is very entertaining and that will keep them reading it and make them want to read more. Now, one of the other things about doing a post in this way is that you'll want to make sure someplace on your website, and typically you'll do that on some kind of disclosure page, that you are using affiliate links. You don't want there to be any confusion about that, because even if someone buys the first time, once they find out you do and that they feel as if you've been tricking them, they won't be a repeat visitor. And then if you don't have repeat visitors, then you will not have repeat buyers. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to find some way, whether or not it's on a disclosure page, someplace on your site, so that the visitors know, well, hey, this is an affiliate link that this person has. They're going to be making a commission if I actually go to buy something or if I actually go to opt in. So in terms of monetizing, again, we are talking about affiliate marketing and how do you get people ready for an offer when you're an affiliate. Remember, you don't have to do this for it when you're advertising, right? Because as a matter of fact, you don't want to pre-sell when you're advertising, but when you are doing affiliate marketing and you're focusing on one product or one service, then what you need to do is you'll need to make sure that the first page that a visitor sees is your pre-selling page, right? And that pre-selling page should then make them want to actually make a purchase. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, in this video we're going to talk about building a subscriber list, and this is probably going to be the most important thing that you're going to be able to do to monetize your blog. And basically what you're doing when you are building a subscriber list is that you are building a list of names and email addresses of people who are interested in your content. Now, there are several ways to monetize a list, but one of the ways in which you want to think about this is that when you have a list of names and email addresses, every time that you create new content, you can literally send thousands of new subscribers to, or thousands of subscribers to see your actual post and to react to it. Therefore, if you are reviewing a product, as we talked about in the last video, if you are introducing a new affiliate product or you have created a product of your own, when you have an email list, you can literally show that email list everything that you're doing new on your blog. If, let's say, you are doing AdSense or you are doing some form of passive monetization, you can send an email to your list with a link to your new page where they can go and see all of the content, and some will actually click on the passive AdSense links that you have there on the page. So what are you going to need in order to build your subscriber list? Well, you're going to first need an autoresponder, and one of the ways that you can do that, and I'll show you this here in a minute. We'll just slide this right over to your to the screen here. Name of the site is called aweber.com, and you may have already heard of it. aweber.com is a website where you can create an autoresponder message. You can collect names and email addresses, and Aweber will help you to send messages to them without any of them ending up going to the spam folder or without you getting in trouble with spam laws, because you just cannot send lots of emails from your regular Gmail account. You need to have something coming from a server that assures that you are not sending spam. And so you can create opt-in email lists that basically allow you to get permission from people to send them marketing messages. Okay, another company just like them, I've shown you Aweber, is called GetResponse. And I'll show you that here right now. GetResponse.com. It's the same kind of company, different from Aweber, but for the most part provides the same kind of service. You are basically collecting names and email addresses that you will use as your email database. Now, probably the most important thing that you'll need in order to get your subscriber list is that you'll need to give them a good reason to opt in. You'll need to give them a good reason to opt in. Now, what that means is that you're going to need to give them some kind of free report, and there are 4 basic rules to creating a free report. Number 1, you should be showing your readers something new. In other words, your readers are not going to want to opt in to learn something that everyone already knows. You should be showing them something new, something that's very important. If you are working with weight loss patients, or you're working with weight loss in that niche, you'll want to make sure you're sharing something important for them to know, something about weight loss that's important for them to know now. It's to your advantage when your report is written, that it's something that they'll want to know immediately, because this will cause them to opt in. And it should be, of course, beneficial to them. It should benefit them immediately. It should benefit them right away. Those are the 3 basics that you're going to need in order to create that opt-in report. Now, this is the first of a couple of videos that we're going to be using to talk about building a subscriber list. It is the most important part to monetizing your site, because once you have an email subscriber list, you can literally command traffic to see everything that you're doing and to send traffic to your offers and affiliate offers. So this is a very important part of the series. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video, where we'll be talking about part 2 of building a subscriber list in this monetizing your blog series of videos. Okay everyone, I want to welcome you to this video series where we're going to be talking about monetizing your blog. Now, there are going to be a couple of things that we're going to have to assume that you've already established. Probably the first thing that you will want to have already done before you start this course is to have established your blog already. And of course, you can do that with a free blog, and you can use a website like Blogger, and I will show you that right now. And what you're going to do in order to get your free blog from Blogger is you'll go to blogger.com. You'll need a Google account in order to start one. And all you'll have to do for the most part is sign in, and Google will assign you a free blog that you will be able to monetize. So that is one of the free options that you have. You can also get a blog from WordPress.com. Now, although WordPress.com does have some limitations, you will still be able to do some monetizing options. So again, if you are running short on funds and you really don't necessarily want to start paying for the blog that you're going to be using, you can start with Blogger or WordPress.com. If you want to do a paid option, and quite frankly, for what you're going to be doing, this is the recommended method, that you do go ahead and get yourself a self-hosted blog. And without going into too much detail, you can pick up a hosting package from HostGator.com, www.hostgator.com. You can then go and get a domain name from Namecheap.com. And it's kind of a secondary step, and I want to just show you those things so that you'll know what your options are. Again, this course is not about creating the blog or finding any of these things, but this is just kind of a brief overview of what you can be doing. Now, of course, you will need to understand how to get traffic to your blog, and there are entire courses on how to get traffic. So again, this course is not about getting traffic, so you'll want to already be at the stage where you understand how you're going to be getting traffic to your blog, or at the very least you should be working on learning how to get traffic. Naturally, the other thing that you'll need to have done is to pick a niche, or to pick an appropriate money-making market for you to have your blog in. Right, so the niche is going to be very important. We'll touch briefly on that in the course, but for the most part, this is a stage that you'll already want to have already accomplished. You will just really be at the point where you are looking to get into the niche and actually generate some income from it. Of course, you'll know how to, if you know the niche, you'll know how to do keyword research already. Again, entire courses on doing keyword research. That's not going to be the scope of this course. So if you'll need to learn keyword research, there are some resources available in a PDF for you to be able to get what you need on keyword research. Lastly, you'll need to know how to create your content, and that's going to be important in terms of the actual monetization you're going to be doing, whether or not you're going to be creating audio content, you're going to be creating text content, you're going to be creating video content, or you're going to be creating all of those pieces of content, or you're going to have guest bloggers. Really, the creation of the content is going to be up to you. You'll need to determine what's going to be best for the people who are going to be inside of your market or niche. Now, what we're going to be talking about is monetization. And once you've done all 5 of these things and you have them in place, this is going to be the focus of our course. How can we generate income from our activities? How can we make blogging pay for us, or how can we make blogging pay us for our activities, so that once you engage in blogging, you're not just doing it just for the social value, you're not just doing it for the value that it gives you and making you feel good about the things you're writing. You're doing it so that it generates an income from you, and that's going to be the focus of this course. So with that, thank you, and I will see you in the next video.